Hi, I'm Carol McCann, and I am the author of the script Thanksgiving. My screenplay takes place in two distinct locales. One of them is Wahoo, Nebraska, a very small town, and the other is Istanbul, Turkey. It's the story of Grace Harris, who grew up in that little town but has much larger aspirations. Her life comes to a point of crisis, and in a moment of breakdown, she is doing the laundry, and she happens to notice that the nightgown she's holding in her hand was manufactured in Turkey. And she decides to show her family and her community how very capable she is by returning that nightgown to its place of origin. She does so seemingly to show her teenage daughter that anything is possible if you decide to take it on. And in the end, she proves something to herself. So you are about to hear pages 8 to 23. They do take place in Wahoo, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Exterior, Darrell F. Zanuck Museum parking lot. The Darrell F. Zanuck Museum is housed in a faded old Victorian near the center of town. Grace pulls into a reserved space in the tiny lot and drops her keys as she gets out of the car. As Grace gropes beneath the car to retrieve them, Estelle Hanover, aged 80, the museum's most devout volunteer, goes sailing past. Grace scrambles to her feet to follow as Estelle enters the museum's front door. Grace peers into the museum lobby.
Estelle, I didn't know you were coming in today. I thought you. Estelle?
Back here, just getting the alarm.
Oh dear. Do you want me to get that?
Cut to Estelle near the back door, looking ill at ease with the security alarm touchpad as she tentatively enters a couple of numbers.
No, I've got it. I can just never quite remember the last.
The code? Estelle, do you need the code?
Grace listens as Estelle mutters to herself, punching numbers on the keypad repeatedly.
Oh, Estelle, it's 190.
A shrill bell pierces the stillness of the museum. Emergency lights begin to flash on and off. An automated voice intones.
Intruder, sensor 1. Intruder, sensor 1. Intruder, sensor 1.
Estelle, emerging
Intruder,
from the back, looks
sensor
as if
1.
she is hyperventilating.
Intruder, sensor 1.
The thing goes off
Intruder,
so
sensor 1.
fast.
It's okay.
Intruder,
I'll get it.
sensor
Grace
1.
heads quickly toward the
Intruder,
keypad in the
sensor
rear as the
1.
phone starts to ring
Intruder,
at the main
sensor
desk.
1.
The automated voice
Intruder,
continues.
sensor 1. Intruder, sensor 1. Intruder, sensor 1. Intruder, sensor
Estelle
1.
hovers over the
Intruder,
phone, unable to lift the
sensor 1.
receiver, immobilized by
Intruder,
the drama of it
sensor
all.
1.
Oh, goodness
Intruder,
grace, it must
sensor
be
1.
Ted.
Four
Intruder,
loud beeps are
sensor
heard as
1.
the emergency lights stop flashing. The automated voice intones.
Alarm system is off.
The phone continues to ring.
What on earth do we need that dang alarm for anyway?
Grace moves toward the ringing phone on the reception desk. There is the sound of a police siren in the distance.
Good morning, Darrell F. Zanuck Museum and Historical Society of Wahoo. May I help? No, Ted. No, it was just us. Well, no, we forgot the code to the.
The siren outside has grown quite loud. Grace strains to listen as Billy Parsons, a local cop, strides through the door.
Morning, ladies.
Billy proceeds to move tautly about the small museum, professionally inquisitive and alert to the possibility of trouble.
Yes, I can see you already dispatched Billy. Well, because he's standing right here. Yes. Okay. I will. Okay, Ted.
Billy strides over to a glass case on one side of the museum floor and peers at it to make sure its contents are intact.
Looks like it's still here.
Grace walks over to the same case.
Yep. Still here.
Of course it's still here. That's the reason Grace made us get that dang alarm system in the first place.
Both Billy and Grace take in the contents of the case. Darrell F. Zanuck's first Oscar, surrounded by images of the film How Green Was My Valley.
You know, anything is possible, Billy.
It's the stuff of legend, all right.
Billy and Grace gaze with awe into the case.
Well, I was just going to fix up some coffee. Billy, can I get you a cup?
Thanks, Miss Hanover. That'd be swell. Say, you don't happen to have one of your pecan coffee rings on hand, do you?
Why, Billy Parsons, I surely do. Made fresh this very morning.
Grace notices some fingerprints on the case and breathes onto the glass to create a steamy spot, gently rubbing the prints away with the end of her sleeve. Exterior, Saunders County Magnet High School, morning. Tracy is digging around in her locker looking for the notebook for her next class. Richie, 17, comes up from behind. He leans his body against hers and surreptitiously fondles her chest.
Hey, babe, what's for lunch?
Nothing. I'm not having lunch. I'm on a diet.
Oh, that's okay. I got something we can share. Something real good.
Interior Museum, morning. Billy is finishing off his coffee and wiping his mouth.
Best coffee cake in the whole county, Miss Hanover. And that's a fact.
Oh, go on, Billy.
Now, you ladies see you don't set that thing off again.
Thanks, Billy. Won't happen again.
As he heads toward the door, Polly Adams, in her 70s, comes bustling in. She is a part-time volunteer for the museum, has a memory like a steel trap, and misses nothing.
What won't happen again?
Grace set off the alarm.
Polly peers skeptically over her glasses.
Really?
I know. Can you believe it? Forgetting the year Daryl F. was born.
Yep, 1902, right here in Wahoo. Well, have a good day, ladies.
Say, isn't that the same year you were born, Estelle?
Oh, Polly Adams.
Interior Museum office. As Grace enters the office, her cell phone rings. Noting the caller ID, she sighs and answers.
Hi, honey. Well, yes. Yes. And I do know the code. Yes. Sam, I know they won't come back after 3 falls, but okay. Yeah, see you later. Yes. No, I told you this morning I'd come order it. Okay.
Grace hangs up, looking vaguely trapped. Polly has come into the office and has started to shove around some heavy boxes filled with brochures.
Must be time to order the turkey.
Grace gets up to help shove boxes into the storage closet.
I know. But Sam says it shows everyone he's honest.
Is that so?
Mm.
Say, that's a mighty sweet sweater set you got on today. That wouldn't be from one of those sale racks over to the new Target by any chance?
You think I'm a turncoat, Polly?
What, for shopping at Target instead of dusty old Main Street? Darling, the wheels of progress never did turn backwards. That's all I know.
As Polly exits, brochures in hand, Grace examines the sweater she is wearing. Exterior, Wahoo Main intersection. Typical midday traffic ambles through the sole intersection of town. A couple of ancient pickup trucks, a tractor, a bicycle. Exterior, Hinky Dinky, later that same afternoon. A large window sign announces only 10 days to Thanksgiving. Grace is at the meat counter with Mr. Hodge, the Hinky Dinky's head butcher.
And he didn't order the turkey himself?
No, he didn't. No, he said you would do that.
He smiles and waits.
He said you would like something big, nice and big.
He smiles and waits some more.
Maybe about 15 or 20 pounds.
He continues to smile warmly.
Well, could I do that then? Order the turkey, I mean.
Yes, a nice large fresh one then. 15 to 20 pounds or so.
Yes, thanks. Fine.
Very good.
They smile at each other, not knowing quite how to conclude their non-business.
Well, if you see Sam, just tell him I came by and ordered the turkey.
Very good. Yes, I will tell him. Very good.
Interior, Hinky Dinky, checkout moments later. Grace is checking out. The cashier, Retta, is an older woman she knows well.
And that will be $26.57 change.
Grace takes her change and performs a customary ritual. Coins are tossed loose into the nearest grocery bag. Bills are placed neatly into her wallet.
But what if they do stop sending the police? What if someone tries to take it?
Well, it's been there practically my whole life, Retta. I think it'll be fine. By the way, I didn't notice Sam around back. Have you seen him? I tried texting. I couldn't see him.
Jeffrey, you get over here and help Miss Harris out to her car. No, darling. I haven't seen him. Nope.
Oh, okay.
Jeffrey, a 16-year-old classmate of Stephen's, appears and Grace follows him as he pushes her cart through the store's automatic doors. Exterior, hinky-dinky parking lot moments later.
Miss Harris?
Yes?
No offense, but how come you always do all the shopping? With Mr. Harris working here and all.
Oh, I don't know, Jeffrey. No, I guess it's so people know that he pays for his groceries like everyone else. That he's honest.
Yeah, I guess so.
Jeffrey watches as Grace gets into her car and pulls out of the parking lot. Interior, Grace's kitchen, a short while later. Grace finishes unpacking groceries, then takes the loose change from the grocery bag, climbs up on a kitchen chair and puts it into a cookie jar. Exterior, rear entrance of boarded up card store late afternoon. A crowbar pops a padlock off a door frame. Tracy and Richie look around to make sure no one notices as they sneak into the broken down back door of the abandoned Main Street card store. Interior, boarded up card store.
It's totally weird.
Totally dark.
Tracy moves to the boarded up window. She peers through a gap in the boards, then turns to take in the interior of the defunct shop.
Just think, all of this could have been yours.
Yep. The Wahoo stationary empire. Right down the tubes.
You think this is all going to end up like this? That's what my mom says.
Richie shrugs and lights a cigarette. Tracy picks up a dusty greeting card and reads out loud.
Just know in this moment of darkness, as you mourn the loss of your loved one, the light of the Lord's love is shining down on you.
No shit.
She drops the card and turns back to the window.
Oh, look, Miss Keller shouting at Billy Parsons about the broken meter again. I swear she goes off about that thing at least once a week.
Richie picks up another card from the floor and reads.
This time of profound loss, no, you have our deepest sympathy.
God, did your folks specialize in death or something?
Well, Mom did. Dad specialized in bourbon.
Tracy finds an old stuffed toy bear in a pile of trash. She picks it up and pets it, nuzzles its nose.
Oh, this is cute. Oh, God, I hope it hasn't been peed on by mice or something.
Richie picks up another card.
Put your trust in the Lord. May you know comfort in his hands. May you find solace as they fondle your fine, sweet ass, as hungry fingers feel up your...
It does not say that.
Richie tosses his cigarette and continues reciting.
May you know the comfort of having your neck burned with hot, hungry lips.
He does so.
And of having your tits squeezed till you melt.
He does this too. Tracy responds for a moment, then breaks away. She moves back toward the window.
I've never been inside any place that was all boarded up like this before. It's kind of like a coffin. It makes me want to lie down.
She slowly lays down on scattered old dingy greeting cards. Then she closes her eyes and puts her hands over her chest.
Oh, so sad. So young. So innocent. If this was some dumbass fairy tale, I could wake you up with a kiss.
He kisses her and nothing happens.
I guess I'll have to try a little harder.
Richie opens her jacket and then unbuttons her shirt. Tracy's arms go around his neck and she pulls him on top of her.
Come on, Richie. Bring me back to life.
Interior, Grace's kitchen, evening. Grace is cleaning up after dinner. Sam is lingering over a cup of coffee, enjoying a good jaw with Marilyn, Grace's mom. Tracy is absorbed texting with Richie. She giggles at a message she has received.
But Geez, Grace, it is just amazing that you cannot seem to get on top of that new alarm system.
I am on top of the new alarm system.
Honestly, Grace, the year Daryl F. was born, I don't know what could possibly be easier to remember.
Tracy looks at Marilyn, then at her mom.
Sam, another slice of pie? You know, Daryl F. was mad for my sweet potato pie, just mad for it. The day we opened that museum, he took a whole pie home with him.
Suddenly, Stephen blows through the screen door.
Hey, Graham.
He reaches past her shoulder and snags a slice of pie. As he's about to bite, he thinks better of it for half a second.
You make this pie, Mom?
No, honey, Grandma brought it.
Looking relieved, Stephen takes a large bite.
How was lasagna night at Jeffrey's?
Man, it totally freaking rocked. His mom's a freaking genius.
Stephen reaches for the untouched milk in front of Tracy.
How's the pot roast?
Gross.
You know, Grace, there are some very fine prepared dinner items in the deli area now. That idea I had to expand our ready-to-serve section really took off. In fact, management's talking about bringing some of the bigwigs to have a look-see, sort of showcase how we've done it.
Sam, you are just a go-getter. I have always said that. Isn't Sam just a go-getter, Grace?
Mm-hmm.
Just like my Walter was. May he rest in peace.
Dad, any milk returns today? Apparently the Hinky Dinky's having a sour milk crisis.
Maybe someone's been turning up the heat in the walk-in refrigerator.
Tracy, put that GD thing away and go do your homework.
Fine.
Exterior, Wahoo Main intersection. Time lapse of the traffic light as night turns to morning. Interior, museum display case, day. A display of Daryl F. Zanuck memorabilia features an old newspaper clipping of Daryl F. himself cutting the ribbon on the museum. A young Marilyn smiles triumphantly beside him, sweet potato pie in hand. Flanking him is a somber, handsome man with an unsettled look in his eye. Hoisted up on his broad shoulders is a very young Grace, grinning at the camera, ecstatically clutching a gleaming statuette.
Well, I take it neither of you gals have seen this morning's police blotter?
Estelle and Grace look at one another blankly.
In the paper this morning, the blotter.
Estelle takes the paper from Polly, opens to the police blotter, and quickly scans down the page.
They're giving us a 90-day suspension of first response?
What?
Estelle and Polly both look at Grace, who walks over to the case with Daryl F.'s Oscar.
But it's priceless. And what if somebody reads the paper and decides that now is the time?
And what? Comes here to take it?
Well,
oh, honey, you're overreacting. No one is coming here to steal that thing. That Oscar's been here forever. You've been gazing through that glass since before you knew your times tables.
Polly's right, Grace. We just put in that alarm so's our insurance wouldn't go up when we got reassessed. It was your own idea.
well, if you say so.